Hello there, my name is Mike Jones. I'm with the Tandemloc sales department and I'd like to share a few things about our flush tie-down kit here. It's the mill standard 209 type tie-down. We call the flush cargo tie-down. And before we get to that, I wanted to explain a couple things about tie-downs in general, because there's a lot of different tie-downs out there, because there's a lot of different types of cargo trailers, a lot of different utility type trailers, and pretty much since man invented the wheel, we've had to have ways of tying our stuff to the trailer so it wouldn't fall out and lose it. And D-rings make up a large part of that. There's just regular standard old strapping that you can buy. But for Tandemloc and a special modern military requirement called Mill Standard 209, we developed this flush cargo tie-down. Now what's important about the flush cargo tie-down is the fact that unlike D-rings and other types of tie-downs, when you're not using it, you can take this cargo ring and slide it into the deck. It's flush, it's not an obstacle. That means you can use this surface for other cargo. What I want to show you here is how simple this piece is to use. It just exists of the housing itself, which is an ASTM A27 7040 low carbon steel. You just take and cut yourself a template out in the bed of your truck and throw a little fillet weld around the perimeter of the cup. Okay, then you've got the second part here, which is your swivel retainer. That comes up underneath, and then you take the outer tie-down ring that goes inside there, and then the clevis pin. Pretty easy to install, takes a couple minutes. And the last piece that you use is a little cotter pin here that goes through a pre-drilled hole. And I'm not going to stick that in there, it's kind of small, but once that's done, this cargo tie-down is ready to be used. Two of the biggest features that make this thing special is the fact that it's got a 360 degree radius in its vertical pull, and it can be used from it's got 150 degrees of turning on its horizontal plane. Okay, and the particular shape we got of this ring here is designed for the Mill Standard 209. That has to do with this spacing right here. Okay, you can use hooks to tie into this ring, and you can also use straps on the crossbar. The important thing is, at any angle that you've got this cargo tie down going, you've got 10,000 pounds of full capacity. So that's 10,000 pounds per tie down. And the last thing I want to tell you is that although our cups are self-colored, we do have the rings and the swivel retainers come in a self-colored version. That information, of course, is available online at www.tandemloc.com. And you can get some other data there too about the material on the rings and the clevis pins and such. The last thing I wanted to point out is that, you know, that's a 10,000 pound capacity tie down, and it may not seem like a lot. You may be thinking to yourself, well, Mike, I've got a 100,000 pound capacity trailer, and I don't really feel like cutting out and putting 10 of these things into my trailer bed. That's not a problem. The S33's got a big brother. You only have to use 4 of these. It's got a 25,000 pound rating and all the same features as the smaller S33 tie-down. Appreciate your time listening to me today. And if you got any questions, give us a call at 800-258-7324. Thanks for your time.